Ace Kash is a name well known across Los Santos. From humble beginnings in Mirror Park, he's built a reputation that tends to get a reaction. Whether it's admiration, curiosity, or a slightly sour taste in your mouth, love him or hate him, Ace Cash has never been shy about how he feels. He's blunt, outspoken, and rarely short on something to say. And now, he's running for mayor. With no shortage of opinions about Los Santos or the people in it, Ace is asking the city to hear what he has to say, this time as a candidate. Weazel News sat down with Ace Cash to talk about his campaign, the city he hopes to lead, and the man behind one of Los Santos's more recognizable reputations. Here is what he had to say. This is Olivia Foxx with Weazel News, here with mayoral candidate Ace Cash. Ace Cash, how are you doing today?
Doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Awesome. That sounds really good. You've just given us a tour of your humble abode here at Casa de la Cima, and it's a beautiful, beautiful estate. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how did you manage to make it here?
Um, you know, I was raised in the Utopia Gardens area. My childhood was spent over there at Postal 570 before the LSPD committed I would call it terroristic war crime against everybody over there. As you guys can see, the projects are not there anymore, and they've took it upon themselves to gentrify the area uh, with no permission. I mean, I didn't see no proposal on any ballots, to remove Utopia Gardens. But yeah, that's where I grew up. Very humble lifestyle. My dad wasn't in my life too much. Didn't really meet my mom until I turned about 21, as of recently. And yeah, it's
Okay, and so how did you work your way to an amazing, beautiful place like this from your humble beginnings at Mirror Park?
um, I started off working at the PDM dealership. PDM dealership. I sold a lot, many cars to many people. From there, I went into real estate and invested a lot of my money that I was making over there into stocks and crypto and things like that. Different properties, a lot of passive income and a lot of flips and stuff like that. Yeah, that's about it.
So you're a good salesman.
Great,
You're a great salesman. So does that mean that you're good with your tongue?
very well. Top tongue.
So how can you convince people to buy a car?
I don't think these questions matter
Well, I mean, they do, right? Because you're trying to convince people to vote for you. So what would make you a great salesman, I guess, is my question.
because I'm real. I'm authentic. I'm letting flat out what's going on. You can afford it. You can. You can't. You can't. I can get your rebate. I can get your rebate. You can't get a fucking rebate. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out the PDM. I already gave you a rebate. You're trying to fucking take advantage of the other people that are looking for rebates. Get the fuck out of here.
And
Sorry for my language.
how do you think those skills that you learned as a humble car sales guy are going to help you out as a mayor of Los Santos?
Um, I believe that I've dealt with the community firsthand. I've dealt with them many times. In a lot of different ways, and I think I have a deeper connection with the people than any other candidate. I don't want to dive too much into my other candidates before you ask me some questions about them, but I mean, it shows that other candidates, they're not here for the people at the end of the day. They're not here for the people. No, they're here for their people, not for the people. Their people.
Okay, and what are some of the policies that you are going to implement for the people?
So I actually will be bringing in the Wealth Share Act, where we will be giving a weekly stimulus to the people of Los Santos. We also will be looking into, um, you know, bringing in a IRS of some sort, not to tax the people, but to bring a service that for people to actually get some money back, some cash back for the money that they've spent.
Hmm.
That is something. I'm also looking at the Affordable Housing Act of Los Santos. Yeah, I'd like to also bring rebates to houses for first home buyers, first homeowners, things like that.
Now, some of the counterpoints would be how are you going to be able to afford to give back, how are you going to afford all those policies? Where are you going to get the money from?
So unlike any other candidate, I am self-funded. I'm trying to take the money out of the politics and put money in your pockets, and I want to bring healthcare for all.
Okay, okay.
I am a candidate that's self-funded. I have money to fund my own campaign and to fund the people.
So are taxes going to go up at all with all these governmental programs that you're going to be
No,
implementing?
no.
Okay. Now let me ask you this, Mr. Cash. What are your thoughts on corruption?
I think there's a lot of people that need to get fired.
A lot of people that need to get fired on corruption?
Yes, I think there's a lot of people that are corrupt in our own system right now, and there's nobody to hold them accountable.
So what would you do to hold them accountable?
Um, well, I first, I feel like it's a good question, but I feel like more than that question, I need to look into, rebuilding something like the DOJ, so they can hold people accountable. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay, okay. So let's say that somebody has
I think we
kidnapped.
need to hold. I think that the DOJ needs a proper rework of some sort.
Okay, okay. That's fair. That's fair enough. And
Yes, and I will work with who I have to work with to implement harsher punishment laws
to the criminals out there in Los Santos, is that
to
right?
anybody.
Anybody committing a crime?
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. So, in terms of rebuilding the DOJ, I guess, what would be your main priority? Firing the old Chief Justice and hiring a new one?
I think that the Chief Justice needs a helping hand.
Okay, okay. Are you close with the Chief Justice?
Uh, I've talked to Isaiah Prescott a little bit, not too much. No, I don't have a personal relationship with him at
Okay.
all.
Do you know if he would or has endorsed you yet?
I don't know if he has, but what I will say is, the public has a right to know who these people are who commit crimes, and you will be sure to know that these people are being dealt with.
Okay, okay, okay. Now, when it comes to another governmental agency such as LSPD, Weasel News actually just wrote an article about LSPD and how the department is in shambles. What are your thoughts on that?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Recently, Weasel News did an investigative report about LSPD and how their department has been in shambles. And so I know that Chief Valentine has been on sabbatical for a few months now, and I just wanted to know what your thoughts are. Is LSPD another agency that you will rebuild from the ground up?
I think that the LSPD needs to hold their fucking officers accountable. I think there needs to be some people fucking fired. And I think Chief Valentine needs to stop trying to relive his past of the things that he's done. And I also think he needs to be held accountable. So I think we need to bring in um an FIB or a IAA of some sort.
Need to be held accountable for what exactly?
Um, Maybe because pipe bomb. Ronald Wellington is Cletus Flintwood, a felon who shot Commander Sweeney in front of Commander Dante Snow, and Dante Snow helped Cletus Flintwood fake his identity because he's a CI to run for mayor to fund his agenda. We talk about
Oh,
that.
isn't Snow is a high command? Isn't he a commander?
Oh, a commander. Yes, a commander. Very well, a commander.
Oh.
Commander!
So you're saying that the institution that us citizens rely on for protection has been usurped by criminals?
Yes, and on top of that, um, I'm calling for Isaiah Prescott and the Department of Justice to um, what's the word I'm looking for? Remove Ronald Wellington from the race
Ronald
ASAP,
Wellington.
immediately.
There were reports that Wellington was going to, he wasn't going to run, he was going to drop out the race.
Yeah, I mean he should. I mean if he doesn't, they're going to remove him because he's a felon that shot Commander Sweeney. Public information, by the way. Now, and they didn't hold him accountable.
Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. And with regards to the EMS department, is there something that you would do with them?
The EMS department is heavily in debt at the moment, about $100 million. I will be unlike any other candidate because nobody has promised them any financial help. I will be giving $25 million to the Firas Hospital to help them with their debt, and I'm going to be working on healthcare for all. So,
Now, there are those that say that you're buying your way to the top of the election. What would you say to the people that say that it's unfair that you're using your money to purchase votes or to buy the people off?
so I guess people saying this are just obviously misinformed in some way. What the yeah, so I mean they're trying to spin it that way to make me look bad instead of thanking me because I want to look out for the people. I'm being true to my promise. This is not bribery. I'm not telling people they have to vote for me to give me for me to give them money. I'm giving money to the people because I have a passion to help people. I'm being
Hmm.
true to my slogan. Money out of politics, money in your pockets, healthcare for all. I'm giving money to the people. I'm helping the less fortunate. The cost of living in Los Santos is at an extreme high. So what am I doing? I'm willing to go broke. I'm willing to go poor to take out of my fortune to get to the people. Who else is doing that? Nobody's doing that. You have Grace Garzano targeted targeting the hood, calling people broke, etc., on a daily fucking basis. Yo, listen, I'm standing up because this is fucking riling me the fuck up. Okay? How dare she stand in front of the people and say, "Oh, we gotta put schools in the hood"? What the fuck? Can we put schools everywhere? What about the people? We're the people for the people.
That sound, but there are other candidates that may not have your bank account that are still making promises to the city and are also looking out for the citizens of Los Santos, such as, for example, Grayson Shepherd. What would you say to candidates that are thinking about voting for him?
Grayson Shepherd is an old deranged man who actually was in talks with me of dropping out of the race and endorsing me with his campaign because he's too old. He's an old deranged man. Go check his medical history. He has a history of doing a lot of crazy acts around this fucking city. He's done a lot of um, unusual things. And he finds his daughter attractive, is what he fucking said to me. If you ask me, he's an orange man. He finds his daughter attractive. He literally told me to his face that his daughter's attractive.
Have you seen his political campaign ad?
He can't even bend that fucking low. So how the fuck can he clean anything up? Fireworks going on from fireworks, more fireworks.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Now, with regards to Grace Graciano, we found out recently that she's related to former Mayor Sal Marino. And we know that he was impeached for corruption, and so many citizens of Los Santos, are tired of the constant spinning wheel of mayors. We first had Sal Marino, and then we had Esperanza Lopez. Now we're having
Trash,
another
trash.
mayoral candidate, what sets you apart? What makes you the superhero of Los Santos?
Listen, I'm born and bred in this bitch. Flat the fuck out. I'm finna say how the fuck it is. I am born and bred in Los Santos. Where the fuck was Grace Garzano this whole time, huh? Where the fuck was she at? Somebody tell me. She's just coming out the woodworks. Where the fuck was Ronald Wellington? You see what I'm saying? This is a constant fucking pattern. These people are like fucking Mike Rogers, running for Senate in Michigan but lives in fucking Florida. What the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. Who the fuck are these people? They're not for the people. We the people for the people. That's what it is. I am born and bred. I am a product of Los Santos. I know inside out. Listen, man. People are gonna bring up my fucking history. My life took a turn for the worse at one point. You know, and it is what it is. You know, I have a clean record. I was expunged of warrants. I've never been charged or arrested. Check that if you want. Saying that people want to tear me down, but they don't know what's best. You know what's best. I am looking to do a massive development in Los Santos. Massive. I'm talking about bonds and acts to restore businesses, move them to new, better constructed buildings. I'm working all over the place. These people can't do these things because they don't have the money for it. So if they wanted to do it, it would involve taxing citizens. Everything I'm doing is self-funded. You cannot do what I want to do. That's the bottom line. Let the people know about that. Nobody can do shit as a mayor without taxing you. But you know who can? Ace Kash.
Okay.
Thanks.
Now, Mr. Cash, there are several reports out there that you yourself are a corrupt individual. What would you say to those people that think that you're just looking for power so you can become a dictator to the people of Los Santos?
What am I corrupt about? What's corrupt?
There's been several reports that you have intimidated other candidates.
I am a intimidating person.
Mm-hmm.
You know why I'm intimidating?
Why, sir?
I intimidate people with my financial literacy, um, how resilient I am as a man who's been harassed by this department. I am a very wise person who has learned from other wise people. That's why I'm intimidating. I'm intimidating in ways that you can't understand because it's a level.
Sure, sure. Now, there are also reports as well that you care so much about the streets because you are still in the streets. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
I didn't say I care for the streets. I care for everybody. There's a difference.
Okay. The reports, however, state that you're still part of the street culture.
I'm a part of all the culture. I'm part of the people. We the people for the people. Hood, Mirror Park, suburbs, hills, rich, broke, poor, gay, lesbian, transgender, poor, hoe, loyal. What the fuck you call it? What you want to call it? Shit.
Gang?
Um, no gag reflex, anal, pussy,
I meant gangs,
oral.
organizations.
I'm for everybody.
So you're for gangs and organizations as well?
Listen, I'm for the people. I'm for the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm for the people because I understand people because I am sufficient when it comes to traditional literacy, basic literacy, functional literacy, linguistic literacy, digital literacy, media literacy, information literacy, visual literacy, financial literacy, health literacy, scientific literacy, cultural literacy. I'm for the people.
You are for the people, Mr.
I'm
Cash.
for the
All right.
people. We the people for the people. That's the
We
bottom line.
we the people for the people. Now, uh, do you have any final thoughts for the people of Los Santos?
You vote for these idiots, you ain't getting shit. That's that you can make this the main point. You vote for these idiots, you're not getting nothing but some false promises. You know what I'm saying? It's proven. You can say whatever you want to say. I'm involved in this. I'm involved in that. The bottom line is this: I can make a change. I can be a true mayor. What are you gonna get? You're gonna get Grace Garzano so she can be Sal Marino, part two, or she's gonna act like freaking uh Mayor Esperanza, who didn't do fucking jack shit. God knows what the fuck she was doing. She's sitting at the fucking deli all day. A mayor's sitting in a damn deli. You know what are we doing for the people? Are we gonna have Grayson Shepard who's gonna die fucking 1 week into office? How old he is? And Ronald Wellington was obviously a fraud. Well, we know he's a fraud, obviously, because he's out the race now. You guys can pick who you want to vote for. You're gonna hear people hate and make all these propaganda allegations to add to the smear campaign. That's fine. They can keep doing that. But you know what's a promise? A better life for all. Thank you, Weazel News, for the interview.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Ace Cash is for the people, by the people. This has been an interview for Weasel News. Olivia Foxx out.